I am also here with a cup of tea. How are we doing, friends? Let me snooze that. Let me do that. There we go. 2 coffees and an intense espresso dab. We'll do it. I have had. This is my second cup of tea for the day. That's it. I am out of coffee. There's no energy drinks in this house because I'm too fucking poor. I'm almost out of tea bags. Yeah, how are we doing, friends? Oh, hi, birds. Okay, hi. We good? Hi, buddy. Fucking get me there. Anyways, hi. Hi, friends on my computer screen, not on my windowsill. Goodbye, friend from my windowsill. Hi. How are we doing? I have asked that like 3 times. I'm enjoying I love Miles. I fucking love Miles. Miles received so much hate, both in comics and in the game. Because, comic fans are such great people and so accepting and welcoming and totally not racist. Anyways, Miles is a sweetheart and I love him and I can't wait for him to come to Rivals. Because the devs have said that they want to bring him to Rivals. And to anyone from the Rivals community that says, oh, he can just be a skin, fuck off. You're not putting a black man as a white man's skin. That's weird. Also, his power set is different. Like, fuck off. I would have gone with. Look. I was being insanely generous and totally sarcastic. But yeah, has different powers than Peter. He absolutely does. He'd be a great strategist, I think. Just with the invisibility, but no, he's probably going to be another DPS. But yeah, no, big day. We're looking to finish this game today so that we can clear this slot to finish Moses and Plato, so we can clear that slot, play Mix It Up. Mixtape, not Mix It Up. Mix It Up is the fucking bot I use. Mixtape. I'm going to keep saying Mix It Up instead of Mixtape. And then decided hunting. Yes, the pigeon hunting. I remember that. But I've also downloaded the Lego Batman game. It seems to run fine. A lot of accessibility options I needed to go through. So it is ready to go for this Saturday. Drops available to those who want them. There are 2 separate drop campaigns running right now on Twitch. There is a drop campaign that runs till this Friday. Watch up to an hour of someone with drops enabled playing the Lego Batman game to get 2 things. And then there's one that finishes the 1st of June. Watch up to an hour again of someone playing Lego Batman to get 2 more things. And then there is buy or gift a sub and get an exclusive Lego Batman emote for Twitch. Those are the current drops running for the Lego Batman game. Howard needs to learn to keep his picture to the demo. Look, Bailey. The pigeon hunting, pain in the butt. But you'll want to finish it. Trust. You'll want to finish it. Howard is a beautiful soul. We love Howard. But yeah, no. I stayed up very late last night, so I'm a bit tired, a bit spacey, a bit woohoo. But yeah, the Lego Batman game is out now in early access for those who got the deluxe, and it is available to the rest of you on Saturday. So that's when we will be playing it. So I'm really looking forward to that and hoping that streaming it won't be a problem. It's looking like it should be fine. So it should be fun. Then once we've cleared the board for Strange Antiquities, Moses and Plato and Mixtape, and Life is Strange, I think we've got like 2 more episodes of that left. we can start looking at playing the games you guys donated for me to play. So that's Stardew Valley, Mass Effect Legendary Edition, Lies of P, and Subnautica. I will preface by saying Stardew and Lies of P most likely will not be full playthroughs. They will be 1 or 2 streams. Mass Effect and Subnautica are likely to be the full playthrough. And then it has finally cleared up here. First clear day in almost 2 weeks. And it's looking to be clear tomorrow and the next day, mostly. So hopefully Puns and I can make our way to get blood tests done. And then I can book for my doctor's appointment to get my heart monitor sorted out and hooked up to me, so that I can get the all clear to play horror game with scare alerts. Totally looking forward to that. So we got a lot on the plate, and that's not even counting that June is Pride Month. And I have signed up to the PCU again. And I don't know what I'm doing yet, but there will probably be PCU events through June, and possibly starting. I've been contacted about maybe doing something for the opening ceremony May 31st. So that is something I will do and look into after stream. So big times ahead. Lots on the plate. We're busy beans. And just, we continue to raise funds to pay down the enormous electricity debt I'm in, currently standing at $750, and I'm expecting about another $500 in July to top onto that. So all subs, bits, and donations will go to paying that down. Other than that, we're good. A reminder that we are returning to Kofi movie nights again on the first Friday of every month. We're going to watch Atlantis this June. So if you want to join us, it's just $6 on the Kofi subscriptions page. Other than that, we can also, if you don't want to join us, we'll do community Ghibli nights on Sundays. I did say it was only going to be for this month, but I'm kind of enjoying it. But at the same time, I don't know how busy June will be. So we will see. We may continue into June. We may put a pause in June and return to it in July. We will see. But community Ghibli nights, Sunday, 7 p.m. The event is in Discord. So you can join us there. Other than that, I think that is everything up to date. My babbling is babbling. I need to finish this tea, and we need to start this game. So I hope you are all well. I hope your midweek is going well. Get into it, shall we? There we go. My tea's almost cold. Hang on a sec. Good tea. Stream Deck, if you don't mind, stop being a temperamental butt. All right. Enjoy swinging around Manhattan. All right, let's see. Let's go down. Where were we up to? I'm under the barn where the axe meets the tree. Okay. Under the barn where the axe meets the tree. Under the barn where the axe meets the tree. No fucking idea. I tried the forest, so maybe near the forest? Brilliant. Fucking fluke and a half. Let's fucking go. Hang on a sec, I've missed something. Oh, yeah. To the side of the house sits a dilapidated barn. Such a nice word, dilapidated. The stench of manure, not such a nice word, stench, is overpowering. There is no sign of an owner, so I search carefully, not sure exactly what I'm looking for. Suddenly, I spy a flash of blue. A bottle. This is it. Let's have a look. Blue painted porcelain. Cool and smooth. It gives off a scent like that of a brewing storm. Oh, I do love that smell. I have nothing to remark. Nothing to remark, nothing to remark. Okay. Let's put you over there. That'll do. All right. Hang on a sec, Simone. I need to put this away. I need to make sure I forgot stuff. No, okay, we're good. Okay. Hi. Okay, good morning. Yes, and to you too, Jupiter. I'm getting more concerned about my mother. Hearing about that poor lady who drowned frightened me, but she'll turn up. She always does. I've had another breakthrough. This time I'm certain it's a clue that leads to another hidden part of strange antiquities. All right. From the individual, a stone for dark purposes. From the celestial, a stone of the earth. From the diurnal, a stone of death. Okay. Huh. 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 This is going to take me a little bit to finagle. Yeah. I want to read. Read, bitch. Alright, so individual, celestial, diurnal. Okay. So I need to find stones that give off their specific field. Stone for dark purposes. Alright, first... Oh my god, this is going to take a while. Mentic or Wixic fields. And then a stone for dark purposes. Stone of containment, sunstone. So bloodstone, Wixic. There we go. That's what we want. Want something with bloodstone. Hello. I think this is the only thing with bloodstone we have. So it's got to be this. And then a stone of the earth. Stone of water. Stone of the earth and nature. So we want something with jade. Jade. Fuck. What do we have that has jade on it? None of that. Check over here. None of that. Check over here. Over here. Alright, jade, jade, jade. That, I think that has jade, but I don't know. So maybe this? Double check. The malachite is that. So we don't want the striated green, we just want plain green. Okay. Plain green, plain green, plain green, plain green. Is that jade or is that not jade? I don't know. Alright, let's try this. And then... Stone of Death. Stone of protection, stone of strength, stone of night and darkness. Stone of death and decay. So we want Vivianite, which is green and blue. Do we have Vivianite? I don't see anything that might have Vivianite. Okay, maybe we don't have it yet. Yeah, I don't think we have it yet. Okay. So we put that to the side. I don't want you in there, just go there. There we go. Oh, that might be jade. I think that's more likely it. As it said, from the celestial, a stone of the earth. So, celestial is Selenic and Dryadic. Okay, so that of the earth. Okay, yep, okay. I think that might be it. Thank you for the metha. I have seen into the yawning deep. I have seen beauty beyond the comprehending mind. The price is steep, but I pay it gladly. My shadow anchor broken, must replace. Okay, shadow anchor, shadow anchor. Shadow hold, shadow anchor. Alright, a shadow anchor is sometimes used in the practice of shadow casting, the art of projecting one's presence outside of the body. Without an anchor, minds have been known to become lost. Shadow anchor designs can vary greatly. Some prefer pendants, whereas others prefer to clutch a totem in their hand. Some make use of symbology, where others use gemstones. They will always produce a field from the individual branch, however. Okay. So, double check. Some prefer pendants, others prefer to clutch a totem in their hand. Some use symbology, where others use gemstone. That's super helpful. Super helpful. Hi, shark. Some use symbology, totem. Ah, that's confusing. Pendants or totem. Symbology or gemstone. What have I got left? I don't think that's the shadow anchor. So it's got to be... got to be a pendant. So it's gonna... probably a pendant with either a gemstone or symbol. It will... hang on. Always produce a field from the individual branch. Alright, so individual is Mentic and Wixic. I wish I could... can I drag these books down? Okay, I can look at them. You go there. You open the fuck up. Now, I want... not that book. I want to create these and see what fields they give me. So, medium, big, small. Medium, big, small. Okay. And then diamond. There we go. All right, so we need either that or all right, still diamond, but we move the small to the top. All right. And the medium to there. All right. So those are the two fields we're looking for. That's how we close. I went too far. There we go. Okay. So we're looking for... We're just going to drag stuff down. Not that. Not that. Not that. Not that. We might be here a while. Not that. Not that. Not that. Not that. And not that. Is that all the pendant that we haven't labeled? Yes. Alright. So I guess... Oh, we're going to be a while because I've got to replace the pendants now. Let's see what field this gives. Not that. Oh, maybe that. What does this give? That was one of the fields too. Okay. But we'll leave that there for now. And not that. Now we put this back. And we drag a hand down. Not that. And we drag the other hand down. Maybe that. Hang on. That. Okay, what else have we got? We're gonna be here a little while, buddy. Not that. Not that. Not that. Not that. Maybe that. So those are producing that field, that's producing that field. And let's check over here what we haven't labeled. It's not going to be the mether. So we only have to check. Not that. Alright. So. 4 options. What did it say again? This has gemstones. And some kind of symbology. Nothing to remark. Welcome my training, but it's making me dizzy. Yeah, bro. I hope they at least give you some leniency on that, considering how sick you are. How sex you are. I was reading Sextrum Some prefer pendants, while others prefer to clutch a totem in their hand. Some make use of symbology, where others use gemstone. See, the hand thing is making me think it's one of the hand. It's the hand, but the some use. I think it's either this or this. It chills my blood to hold it. Boom. Well, fuck you. Kyanite gemstones point to the fact that Sidon anchors the mind. Yeah, I was going to look at gemstone stuff, but I thought, hand! Hand! Nephraguant. That's a mouthful. They will not cut me any slack on the basis of plague or sexiness. Damn. Sounds homophobic, you ask me. These were once worn by the necromancers of the Five Knolls, who used them in their rituals of resurrection. Their power became bound to them such that if they were to remove them, even after death, the Nephraquant would crumble to dust. Today their power is much diminished, but they can be used to draw out infections. However, they will cause Braxis if held against bare skin for long periods. Now I've got to put all this shit back. All this shit back. All this shit back. All of this shit back. Look at all these fucking pendants. All of them back. All of them. All of them. Not sexy, so it's fair. Dark. 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 How dare you speak of my friend that way? How dare? How very fucking dare you speak of my friend that way? Alrighty. Almost put all the pendants back. My god, this is slow. Whee! Okay. Okay. They're all good. They're all back. Pet the kitty. Make myself feel better. I'm afraid this letter was sorted incorrectly and has ended up doing a round trip to Kendall and back. Better late than never. I've spent a long time looking for an object that is believed to have been lost somewhere in the catacombs. The adventurer and thaumaturge Marwyn left a trail to her hidden stash, or so the story goes. I followed it as far as the ossuary of the damned, a chilling bone-filled alcove carved into a natural chamber in the upper levels. But it seems her markings have been worn away by time after that. I pass on this story to you in the hope that you can succeed where I have failed. Your friend, Barton. Hey, maybe I find dying walruses sexy. Alright, let's see what we've got. That's that. That's that. Okay, so not that. We want the catacombs. Not this. Spent a long time. Ossuary of the Damned, a chilling bone-filled alcove. So it's got to be this. Okay, never mind. Fuck you. Fuck you. And fuck you again. I was throwing your early NPC from the show. All sounds of my voice is really bad. I just want you to be better, friend. This is also bone-filled. Okay, I'm able to follow Marwin's trail for a while, but the carved markings are faded and worn by centuries of weathering. By the time I reach the ossuary, I can no longer make them out at all. Fortunately, I've always wanted an excuse to use a Carrick's candle. The fuck is a... Okay, what do we got? 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 Carrick's candle. What is this stuff? My cum. These items produce an invisible light that peels back the years, allowing a glimpse into the past. The effect is often murky and blurred, but it works passably on stationary objects. They are marked by a depiction of a candle upon their surface. Okay. Marked by a depiction... Do I have anything to that effect? None of that stuff. Depiction of a candle on their surface. They expected of me to be a dirty bitch. I mean, that's why you're in this community, right? We're all a little dirty. Candle on the surface. I don't think I have anything like that. Carrick's candle. Time for a little squiz. I'm just gonna guess. With the symbol of for flame. Okay. I took that too literally. I should have looked at symbols. Stalagmites retreat under the light of the candle as I hold it aloft and search the shifting rock walls for any signs of Marwin's trail. Suddenly I see it. An M etched into the rock as clear as if it had been carved yesterday. I follow the trail in an excited hurry, tripping and stumbling as the candle distorts the height of the floor, until I come to its end at a small boulder. Rolling the rock to one side, I reach behind it and reclaim Marwin's lost treasure. Let's have a look at this. Inner perception, it gives me goosebumps. Somewhat cool. And of course, it's tin. Also, let's see what field it gives us. Alright, we can put you away. And then ding dong. Ah, an individual field. I'm sure I'll remember that. Alright, next. Do you have words? Or just That's really... Oh, goody. Are you under a curse? Those affected be able to breathe normally. They feel as though they are choking. The subject has a sensation. Marked by a telltale blue tint. Affects the mouth and tongue so that speech becomes impossible. Torments paralysis. You are under a curse. Okay. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? Alright. An antidote might work. But I want to see... Curse, 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 curse. Tormund's Bane. These can be rolled a long time to cure Tormund's paralysis or warn about the neck to protect against the curse. Like most items, the ward against curses, they emit a diurnic field pattern. Okay, so I suspect by the word rolling, it might be this. First. What I want to... Nope. You, come down here. Come down here. What field do you give me? Alright. Cirkies. And... Diurnic. Alright. So we need... Oh god, I'm not going to remember the... We need tiny one and big one with medium one half on top. That totally made sense, right? There. There we go. And then... we need square at the bottom. That the thing? That looks like the thing. That's the thing. And then... that was the... hang on. That's the thing. That's the thing. And if I look at... not gemstones. Symbology again. Got a symbol on it. What's the symbol? Okay. Whatever it is, it's not in the book. Let's go with this. Fucking called it. Thank you. I don't even know how I managed to get down from Weatherlam. Everything went dark after reading the inscription on the tall stone, but somehow I knew if I made it to Strange Antiquities, I would be okay. Through the darkness, I received a message from the Nameless Ones. They seek an item called the Nalian Casket. If we give it to them, they promise to free those it has infected. I don't think we have a choice. At least we can be certain of one thing. If they have the casket, they will not allow it to be opened. Alright. All they desire, all they value is power, and opening the casket would release all of its contained power. Okay. Nalian Casket, you said. Anyways, where's our Rolly boy? Now that he's labeled... Wait, where's our Rolly boy gone? Anyways. Next person, I guess. Oh. Oh dear. The time has come to decide, Thaumaturge. The casket wants to be opened. The casket will be opened. Nothing can stop it now, and yet there is still a part of this mind that will not be quieted. Help me to calm this clamoring rage inside my head. Oh, this is your chance to elevate yourself above the scurrying ants that absently crawl through their meaningless lives. Oh, I don't like this. We have a choice to make for sure. Help her fight the possession, or quiet her so the possession can take over. Alright, so what's a Zephyrum? Those resonant objects give off a faint odor that will be familiar to any thaumaturge. It is the scent of the storm, so I know which one that is. Of ozone power, the scent of magic. When these vapors are inhaled deeply, they can unlock deep wells of anger and channel them into a powerful maelstrom. This is the power of the west wind. So that's a Zephyrum. And the abrasive Nether is the last cup we haven't had. This type of method is used to purge unwanted memories. As with any procedure, that can alter the mind. It should be used sparingly and considerately. Methods are typically used in communal ceremonies designed to be easily passed from person to person. So, the Nether will help the demon. The Zephyrum will help her. I mean, there's not really... Really, it's not really a choice, is it? It is. It's not really a choice. Grist. For the ritual of the broken path, a grist is heated slowly over flame. To have full effect, it must be held in an ungloved hand until the ritual is complete. Oh, hot. No matter how hot it gets, the ritual should not be performed by those who have not studied the Wixic art. It is common to suffer burns, but when done correctly, it should not be painful. Well, that was unpleasant. I'm sure that won't have any repercussions. But the problem with storing powerful dark artifacts is that slowly, inevitably, the darkness seeps out. It's a ball of yarn! It's a ball of yarn! Ah, there's the Tormund's Bane. Okay, we put that back here. That goes over here because it's unlabeled. What? I'm not what it... That is the weirdest clue yet. Can I give it to... No? What am I supposed to do with that? What the fuck am I supposed to do with this? I don't even know what to make of that. It's a clue. But a clue to fucking what? I wonder if there's something that makes that shape. Oh, we might be here a while. We might be here a fair while. Let's start with here first. I doubt it's anything here. Oh, Mars in winter, rising in summer. Hang on a sec. I haven't done that. Mars in winter, rising in summer. So, hang on. The Mars, that's the symbol for Mars. And summer and winter. So, summer, winter. Mars in winter. Mars in winter. Rising in summer. The smells and sounds of cooking greet me as I enter the castle kitchens. I feel a little foolish as I try to avoid the cook's glares, while following the clues left to me by a mad old man. What was I thinking? I'm not going to find anything here, and yet, on the exact spot where the map leads me, there is something. A floorboard that has been cut and replaced with a little difficulty. I lift it up and feel around in the cavity below before my fingers grasp something hard. Ayo. Oh, that's a concerning item. That's a concerning looking item. A black substance. Soot, perhaps. Stone. Hard and cool. A chalky black residue that coats my fingertips. I have nothing to remark. And I have nothing to remark. That's a lot of symbols. I'm going to put that there for now because I want to explore it. What was the last thingy? Stone of Death. Stone of Death. So we were looking for... Yeah, we still don't have that. Okay. So back to exploring. We've done Mars and Winter, Rising and Summer. We don't have any other clues, do we? Like if I just fuck around and say, it'd be anything. Anyways, what about down here? Is there anything? That kind of makes this? Oh, I lucked the fuck out. I followed the path. Inhaling deeply from the spirit vault to stave off the madness of the depths, I make my way carefully down crumbling passageways past decaying crypts. Placed carelessly on top of the tomb is a collection of clay pots. Some lie in pieces, but most are whole. At first the collection seems unremarkable, but one in particular stands out. And I take it back up to the surface to take a closer look. Oh, that is pretty. Let's have a look. Nothing to remark. Nothing to remark. Engraved detailing, cool and smooth. Play. Super helpful. Not sure what to do with that. Excuse you. Just go over there. There we go. Stone of Death. We still haven't worked that out. Bishop Square. Blah, blah. So he began hiding them about the castle, noting the locations code. Only he understood. Yeah, I kind of don't need that. Alright. We continue, I guess. Someone very dear to me has fallen ill. I would like a Nephrequent, really? Do not be concerned, dear. I have used one before, and I know what I am doing. We just read about Nephrequents. They're not fun tools. But let's reread, because my brain is mush. Nephrequent. These were once worn by the necromancers of the Five Knolls, who used them in their rituals of resurrection. Their power became bound to them such that if they were to remove them, even after death, the Nephrequent would crumble to dust. Today, their power is much diminished, but they can be used to draw out infections. However, they will cause braxes of held against bare skin for long periods. All right. How the fuck am I? 5 nulls. It feels like it's probably a pendant. But hang on. Rituals of resurrection even after death. Necromancers. That's really not helping me, game. Really doesn't help me identify shit. Let's have a look at this thing. And the symbols on it. There. Don't knock it. Don't. No. Jupiter. Jupiter. Bad Jupiter. Alright. Oh, hang on. Oh, I clicked out of the fucking game. There we go. Alright, what symbols have we got on this thing? He's crying. Although I think that's also a symbol. We got a triangle, we got a bit. So many fucking symbols. Hang on a sec. I mean, that could kind of be a blessings, but I don't think so. What else did he have on him? Fire. Okay, so fire. That's fire. And then we've got paralysis. And one other thing. Is it confusion? It's upside down Y, 2 strokes. That's 1 stroke is confusion. But other than that, it does look like the confusion. Maybe they just fucked it up? Oh, it's ice. Okay. So it's fire, ice, and paralysis? Okay. Weird. But I don't think that's what we're looking for then. Alright, folks, we have an ad break coming up, so we will continue puzzling this out after the ads. You know the drill. Whenever we need to run an ad break, we go to a BRB so no one misses any gameplay. Everyone can stretch, hydrate, go to the toilet, grab a snack, and take meds if they need to. So I'll see you in a few minutes. Alright, friends, we are back. Ad break over. Oh no, Bailey, what did you send me? What did you send me? Oh, I've got a couple of things sent from you. Oh, I can't wait to open up TikTok later. Oh boy. Oh boy, I'm sure it's not going to be cursed at all. I mean, it serves me right. I've sent some cursed stuff to Bailey. All right, Nefrequent. But oh my lord. Oh dear. Oh lordy. Just the thumbnail alone. The commandments of gooning. I wouldn't expect anything else from one of the Goon twins. Alright. So, Nefrequent. That looks like death. That looks like death. Maybe that? Alright, what did it say? Once worn by the Americans, special who used them in the rituals of resurrection, but they would remove them even after death and So it can't remove it. So it has to be a dead hand with something. Okay. Yep. Rebirth. Okay. Yep. Dread Vivant. A Dread Vivant is the only way to handle some of the more dangerous artifacts. It can siphon power away from oneself for a time. The power rising up off of a Dread Vivant is subtle but noticeably invigorating. These objects represent the balance of life and death, of good and evil, of hope and despair. Please do pay us a visit. We have some items that we're confident will be of interest to you. Okay. Where are we going? The Twining. Artisans of wood, iron, and clay. 2 Market Avenue, Undermere. 2 Market Avenue, Undermere. Oh, where the fuck is Market Avenue? Ferryman's Way, Mill Lane, Woodcroft Road, Princess Street, Hollywell Lane, Oak Street, Ruskin, Stonewall, Fairfield, Ransom, Headley, Guild, King Edward, Woodcroft, Market. There we go. Market Avenue. Hall. The man who dropped off his card introduces himself as the owner of the Twinings, an unusual sprawling series of grotto-like rooms filled with handcrafted carpentry, ironmongery, and pottery. Sent you the commandment of gooning. Okay, I'll watch that after stream. He leads me past wooden chairs and strange iron contraptions to a room unlike the others. This one is filled with small trinkets, ornaments, and jars of various sizes, containing ominous-looking liquids and organic materials. I know it might not look like much, but there are some items of value among the junk here, says the man. Take your time and let me know if you find anything interesting. 2 hours later, I have indeed unearthed something very interesting that I'm keen to take back to the shop for further investigation. Oh, hello. Oh, hello. It has the stone I've been wanting something to have the stone with, but it also has the other stone. Didn't we just read about... Hang on. I'm leaving the Twinings with my haul when a man shouts at me from across the street. As I look around, annoyed, I notice to my horror that the man's eyes are as black as coal. He rushes towards me and I stumble backwards, fumbling with the strap of my satchel as I try to grab an item to stop him. Wixic cord. Despite the name, these simple-looking items do not produce a Wixic field. They belong to the diurnal branch. They cause a freezing effect in the body, earning them the nickname Medusa Stones. Unfortunately, this effect is not permanent. Medusa Stone. Maybe this? No. Okay. Think a little harder, Kit. This has the paralysis thing on them. It produces an octet field from the... Cool. Okay. To my relief, the man goes rigid almost immediately and topples forward onto the cobblestones. I turn and run, wanting to put as much distance as possible between myself and that creature. When I finally come to my senses, I realize I should alert Dr. Robertson, but by the time I return to the Twinings, the man is nowhere to be seen. Now, we just read something about life and death. I want to check. Dark stone for dark purposes. Okay, so not balancing life and death. This is dark I wonder if... Oh, okay. Okay. All right. And then, so from that, we need this one, and this one. And we take that. Two new things. All right. Bronze, dark green gemstone. Vibrates with energy. Okay. What about this one? Causes me to reflect on my own mortality. Oh, okay. I hear low chanting when I hold it to my ear. Oh, this one's... Oof. Smooth. Smooth. Intricate detailing. Polish. Okay. Wood painted to look like bone. Wood painted green. Wood. Dark gemstone with some red flecks in it. Dark blue-green gemstone. Okay. Let's see what fields they produce. Let's put all this back. Okay. And you. Okay. All right, that's done, that's done, that's done. Pet the kitty. And next customer. Something bad is about to happen. The ravens know it. My grandfather once taught me how to use a Cassander to see the paths ahead, but I saw what it did to him and vowed never to touch one again after he died. But the gnawing worry of what is coming has become too much for me. Alright, so a Cassander. The eyes of a Cassander focus the power of the mind, enabling those skilled enough to see the path or paths ahead. These items do not produce a mantic field, as one might expect, but rather the more mysterious selenic. Care should always be taken with any object of prophecy, and these are no different. Many have been seduced or driven mad by the paths shown to them and have been led to ruin. Alright, so selenic field, right? Of the moon. That's what we're looking for. We want little up top, medium down bottom. Okay. Like that. Is that the selenic field? Is that the shape we want? It is the shape we want. Okay. So that's what we're looking for. Alright. What have we got left? The eyes of a Oh, I gotta take my watch off. It's making me uncomfortable. The eyes of a Cassander focus, so quote-unquote eyes, on the mind, enabling those skilled enough to see the path. If... I mean, this is an eye, but it's a veiled fen. Eyes of a Cassander. Eyes of a Cassander. Not that. Eyes of a Cassander. Eyes of a Cassander. Eyes of Cassander. Eyes of a Cassander. Eyes of a Cassander. I have no idea. We're just going to see. That produces a Selenic field. That might be it. What are the symbols on it? Not the gemstones. Symbols. Alright, so earth, fire, air, and water, I believe. Oh, hey, I clicked out of the fucking theater. Alright. Double check. Yeah. Earth, air, fire, and water. Okay. Interesting. Not sure, but like, suppose this maybe? Okay, not that. I was wrong. I was wrong. Okay. I was wrong. Okay then. What else could it be? This has eyes. What field does it produce? No, not that. Eyes of a Cassander. Eyes of a Cassander. Eyes of a Cassander. Eyes of a Cassander. Not that. Eyes of a Cassander. Eyes of a Cassander. Nothing left here that we don't know what it is, because we know that's the other Nether. I think it's a pot. That has eyes on it. That's not it. Okay, what else could it be? I mean, we got a hand, we got that. We got that. Hang that there for now. Alright, let's just drag everything down. Not that. Maybe that. Maybe that. Not that. Not this. Not this. No, not the tummy hurties. Not that. Not that. Maybe that. Okay. I don't think it's this. No. Okay. Put that back. It's not that, not that, not that. None of that. So, one of three things. The eyes of a Cassander. Blah, 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 blah. Power of the mind. So maybe it has a mind stone? Gemstones, gemstones. Planet Earth and nature. Anchor between body and mind. The kyanite. I don't think. Death and decay. Strength. Night and darkness. Fire and fury. Protection. Mentic is of the mind. Fourth eye, a stone of sight. Malachite. This. Weaving edge. A weaving edge is used to enter the Red Night, a bloodthirsty state of mind. Tradition dictates that the handle should be made from the wood of a great oak. Alright, now we gotta put everything back. Alright. Next. There's always seems to be something going on in Undermere. The sooner I can get this sorted and be on my way, the better. My uncle gave me a ring and I have had nothing but bad fortune ever since. I'm starting to think it might be cursed. Is there any way to uncurse it? Yes. Yes, there is. The vessel of Vesolivis. This. I believe it was this. Next. Well, that was easy. I have been researching ancient customs, particularly those relating to thaumaturgy, and I am fascinated by the use of objects in ritual ceremonies. Oh dear. If you are able to get your hands on a gris, I would be very interested in studying it further. We read about that. I don't think I want to give you that, but apparently I'm giving you that. For the ritual of the broken path, the gris is heated slowly over the Girl. Girl, you are not educated enough to be doing this. It must be held in an ungloved hand until the ritual is complete, no matter how hot it gets. The ritual should not be performed by those who have not studied the Wixik art. It is common to suffer burns, but when done correctly, it should not be painful. Okay, so broken... That doesn't help me identify what the fuck a gris is. Studying these nuts. Alright, Wixik art. So maybe it gives a Wixik field? So if we want a Wixik field... of the body. Alright, so small, big, medium. Like that. And then we want the diamond. We want wiggly wobbly line. So not those. Not that. Not that. That. Not that. Those are the same. Yep. Okay. Not that. And not that. No? Okay, that was wrong. Maybe this? Alright, I'm running out of ideas, game. Give me a hint. If an item is here, I imagine that might leave a mark. Oh. Oh, I'm stupid. I'm so stupid. I'm so stupid. A lunama, also called a moon pool or heart of tranquility, harnesses the power of the elements to create an aura of unease. They can be used to keep people away from places they are not welcome. There is a I can say words. There is a superstition among thaumaturges that says that a lunama should not be used when the moon is full. It is not known where this idea came from. There's been a basilisk sighting on the hills across the river from Backborough. I wouldn't say I'm a brave man, but I have a duty to protect my livestock and my village. Better me than a younger man with his life ahead of him. I have come to prepare my sword. Okay, basilisk. Sword. I saw something about that way early in the game. Styrene ward and folium. Made from basilisk scales, a material known to endure the barrel with. Okay. Folium. A blade is drawn across the face of a folium 6 times during the ritual of the Hand of Prior. Drea huntsmen and those wanting to prove themselves perform this ritual before seeking out the basilisk, as a folium blade is the only known way to pierce its thick armor. Okay. I don't know how to solve this one. You don't say. Already done, game. That's super helpful. So I need a folium. But what the fuck do I have to be a folium? I mean, I don't think it's that. But everything that is still currently unlabeled. Come here. Yeah, currently unlabeled. I don't think it's you. What else did it say? Blade is drawn across the face of a folium 6 times during the ritual of the Hand of Prior. Drea Huntsman, Drea Huntsman, Drea Huntsman, Drea Huntsman, Drea Huntsman, Drea. So, where's that? Symbology. Of the Earth, Dreadic. Okay, let's try that. Alright, so bing bong. And then triangle with circles. Like, huh. Like, huh. And then, huh. Is that right? Hello, Bunny Top Up. How you doing? Looks right. Seems right. Think it's right. We're gonna say she's right. Alright, so that is if maybe were these the ones giving that field? That gives 2. That gives 3. That gives 2. So maybe that? Not that. I will fucking take that. I will take that. Thank you so much. And we go down here. And here. So it might be that. And then we go here. Definitely not that. We go here. Maybe that. There's an organization to my dummery. And maybe that. Okay, so that doesn't help me. That doesn't help me, game. If it is that field, I have 4 choices. Yes, dogs do love watermelon. How old's your dog? Pissing me off for hours, went to cook out. I'm jealous. I want cookout. Oh. Kirk, you're making me hungry. It's like dinner time here, and I can't have dinner till I'm finished. Did a folium blade of hand of prior. I wonder if no, that's not the button I want. Hand of prior. Handy hand. Give me a handy job. Handy dandy, handy. Hand of prior. Okay, that's all it says. Folium. I'm gonna take a rough guess and say it's the thing with the snake on it. And I'm wrong. And now I've gone a little cuckoo. Oh boy, I gotta find 5. This is gonna take a while. Here we go. Well, fug. Oh, we're going good. Fingers crossed, knock on wood. Hold your breath. Bug. Okay. We can possibly do this one if we hold on to that. Well, that's something, I guess. Old enough that I have to put down... Oh, old man. Fuck. But, bing bong. We only have to get the hardest one to get. Well, there's a singular moth. And I mean, if we keep a hold of the cats, we've got the 2 stars. So we just need a singular moth. A singular motherfucking moth. Thank you. Thank you, game. You roll. You rule. No insanity for me. Yes, I'm trying to work out what you want. And I'm just going to give you everything. It's not this. So we put that back. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Let's try this one. Give me the... Oh, that's so sweet. Nope, not that. I should slow down, but I don't want to. I have looked up the term basilisk. It did not help. It did not help. Eat my ass. Well, it was none of those. I'm fucked. I got nothing else that gives that Mantic field. Put you back. Put you back. What else could you be then? You? I don't know. I'm guessing now. Are you fucking kidding me? Eat my ass, game. Eat my ass. I need to pet the kitty to feel better. They've escaped. At first, my patients grew agitated when I used the Guardian siren. Then I had a breakthrough. Vivian Cartwright woke up. She seemed lucid, calm even. I made a stupid mistake and loosened her restraints. I don't know what happened, whether the siren stopped working or perhaps it had never worked and she tricked me. Don't we all, Sharky, don't we all? But almost immediately she changed back and turned violent. Before I knew it, she had managed to free the others. We tried to stop them, but they fought their way out of the hospital. I have no idea where they've gone. So it's a plague of the possessed. I'm sure that'll be fine. I'm sure Everything will be fine. Everything will be fine, right, Jupiter? Second last day. Almost imperceptibly, the casket began to absorb the... That's a word. Crepuscular power that had leached into the stone and the earth of its lightless tomb. Crepuscular. Oh, I've seen this tomb. Oh. Oh. Okay. Bing bong? Bing bong. Okay, let's get back to this. Not that. Yeah, I thought it showed this before. Maybe not? I'm very confused. Or maybe it's to do with the time, or maybe... This is very curious. This, maybe? No. Okay, I was wrong. I was stupid. So we're just gonna fucking risk insanity and go this one. Nope. Okay. Jupiter's asleep. I wish I were asleep. Okay, I am done confused, game. What do you fucking mean? What do you... Maybe the trick is the clock? Maybe there's a trick with the clock? Because that seems to be a time? I've done that one, I've done that one, I've done that one. It doesn't look like anything else here. Super helpful game, super helpful. Super fucking helpful. I wonder if I can get that. Oh, that looks like the thing. That looks like the thing and the thing and the thing. But I don't know why I would need to set that to that. So, this game is the sequel to Strange Horticulture. Basically, you play a thaumaturge, or more of a thaumaturge's apprentice, but the main thaumaturge has left the building, so you have to help people out by identifying the correct mystical item, and giving it to them, and you find new items throughout the day by being given clues, and you explore the map to find the items. So we have 3 different maps. We have a map of the city. We have a map of one of the castles, a castle, where the eccentric owner that used to live there has left clues to where he's left things. And then you have a map of the catacombs. I'll allow that. I'll allow that. Horticulture. So, horticulture is, Strange Horticulture was where you did this, but with plants. And their mystical properties. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe if I press this now? No. I'm really fucking hungry now. God damn it. Got to be something to do with that. But what? What am I missing here, game? Let's get a customer, and I'll figure it out later. Hi, Daniel Radcliffe. You really let yourself go. The witherance was a terrible idea. I've only gone and made things worse. I wish Eli was back. He'd know what to do. Some years ago now, a friend brought an item to me, a black casket, and I learned that it was a dark article. No! Oh, no. That's what they want. I should have brought it to Eli right then and there, but I knew he would want to destroy it. You're going to give it to me now, right? I'm a collector of things. It seemed too important to allow it to be destroyed, but I see how naive that was now. This casket is far more dangerous than anything I've come across before. And now I hear they are looking for it with their black eyes. So you're going to give it to me. Either I need to keep them out of the museum or bring the casket here to Strange Antiquities and hide it in one of its secret places. Okay. I just asked because that looks like a tombstone to me. Yeah. It's a little puzzling. That's a lot of these clues that you get at the end of the day are something on the maps that you have, and they generally they're a little obscure. Like the previous one was a ball of yarn, and so you had to follow the trail of the loose yarn to a location, which was like this one, because it made this shape. It's very interesting. You've got to puzzle out the weird clue. It's not always direct. Sometimes the card will be like in previous ones. The card was like a shape of a building here on the map. Generally, if you get one of these cards, it's either in this town or in the catacomb. But I've done like half of these fucking catacombs now, so I really don't know. And there's very few that are shaped like that, but there'd be a reason why that symbol for time is there. And I just can't figure it out. But I am getting a bit peckish, friends. It's a little early. I'm going to go make a quick snack and put us on a BRB, run some ads. So please take this moment to stretch, hydrate, go to the toilet, grab a snack or meal of your own, and take meds if you need to. And I will see you in a few minutes. Look at that dopey ass dog. I love it. All right, we are back. All right, I want to look back at the clock when I did the thing. So shape. I wonder if, because I'm eating this sandwich right now, I wonder if, is there a half moon? Is there a half moon? Is there a fucking half moon? Half motherfucking moon. That is not a half moon. Half my moon? Half moon. Half moon. Half moon? Half moon. Generally, we are a backseat free and spoiler free stream, but thank you for asking. If I do want suggestions, I will directly ask for them. The air is stifling. In the darkness and the claustrophobia of the tunnels almost overwhelms me, but I press on. I remind myself that there are few who venture down here, which means the chances of an interesting find are higher. It doesn't take long for my search to bear fruit. Ah, that looks like a dagger to me. It is a very good game. If you're going to get it, I suggest looking away because we are at the second last day. We are almost finished this game. So if you don't want spoilers for the story, totally understand. You lurking and leaving and just not watching if you're going to get this game. Alrighty. Dread Vivant. This is interesting. Thank you for coming, though. Alright, what have we got? We got gold, wood, oak, if I'm not mistaken. I saw something about it must be oak recently. Carved detailing, sharper than it looks. Have nothing to remark. Nothing to remark. Okay. And what field do you give me, buddy? Okay. Ooh, hiccups. Alright, Dread Vivant or a Lunamar. Let's read up on those. Dread Vivant. Dread Vivant is the only way to handle some of the more dangerous artifacts. It can siphon power away from oneself for a time. The power rising up of a Dread Vivant, good lord these words, is subtle but noticeably invigorating. These objects represent the balance of life and death, of good and evil, of hope and despair. Okay, so balance. Alright. Or... the fuck was the other thing? Lunamar. Lunamar, also called a moon pool, heart of tranquility. Oh, okay. That's great. That's great. I have no idea. I'm gonna finish this food. Hang on. Ah. Alright, what do we got? What do we got? What do we got? What do we got left? If I just drag everything I've got left unlabeled down to the bottom now, I think. That is... we already know that's a metha, so we don't need to worry about that. We drag, because we're last days. So we'll just leave everything unlabeled down there. I don't hear anything, but this kind of reminds me of grave seasons a little bit. Yep. If you like farming, yeah, I have grave I think I have grave seasons on my wish list. All right. So that's everything, I think, that's unlabeled. That was a Barbelia. Labeled. Okay, and that's fine. And this. Okay. So it's one of these things. What is it? What the fuck is it? Right, so... moon pool, heart of tranquility, harnesses the power of the elements. An aura of unease. So, I know this has earth, wind, fire, and air on it. Lances through my body, unease. Okay, so that is definitely the Lunamar. Yes, those are words. Those are definitely words. So we can label that. There we go. That's the Lunamar, which means we just have to work out what the... where is it? Dread Vivant is. A Dread Vivant is the only way to handle some of the more dangerous artifacts. It can siphon power away from oneself for a time. Power rising up off a Dread Vivant is subtle but noticeably invigorating. Alright, so we want something that is invigorating. Feels invigorating. Alright. Inner perception. No, it's not this. What about this? Nothing to remark. So it's not that. What about this? Nothing to remark. Not that. What about this? Nothing to remark. Not that. Not that. Have a strong sense of being watched. That's not the sense we want. I find it unsettling. The eyes seem to pierce my soul. Not that. Nothing to remark. Nothing to remark. There's definitely something unusual about this item. I can't quite put my finger on it though. Nothing to remark. Nothing. Gives me goosebumps. Maybe? Nothing to remark. Maybe this? Let's reread it again. Only way to handle some of the more dangerous artifacts. It can siphon power away from oneself. Power is subtle but noticeably invigorating. Balance of life and death, good and evil, hope and despair. I don't know how that would be balanced. I don't think I have a Dread Vivant. I don't think I have a Dread Vivant. So it has to be the Lunama. Light of Caution. Despite appearances, these Noctic items have no connection to the League of Amphissian Heart. They are objects of considerable power that can turn darkness to light, fear to joy. There's an uneasy quiet in town today. There aren't many people out and about. I'm heading straight home as soon as I'm done with my deliveries. Smart man. I've recently come into possession of a number of texts on the subject of arcane artifacts. You're welcome to them if they are of any use to you. If I don't hear from you, then I will donate them to the library across the street. Whomst the fuck? Whomst the fuck? The library across the street. That's all the clues you're gonna give me. Alright, so where's the library? Alright, go far. Culture, barrows, church, hospital, wood, house, boatyard, Stockside Rock, jail, museum of history, spoken word, maybe? Keystone Manor, convent, Undermere Station, Mossy Wood, Wordsworth Library, 26. Okay, where's that? $30, $29, $26. So it's one of these places. I'm going to say this one. Several of the scrolls look promising, but they are written in the Dryadic script, and my understanding is too rudimentary to make use of them. If Verona was around, I'm sure she could translate them, but she isn't, and I can't. Okay. I know there was... Right, attic. Do we have Metha, Melancholy, Nope, not what I wanted. QRS T for translation. We need the Babelia. All right. The effect of the Babelia makes my head spin, and I close my eyes tight for a moment as my mind catches up. The pages swirl and blur in front of me, letters and words floating in and out of focus. After a time, I find that I can read them, though it takes some effort, and I feel drained as I reach the end. Water's shadow and something Beck. All right, next customer. Sorry, Jupiter. With all that's been happening in Undermere, I picked the worst week possible to lose my Brigitte charm. I hope that you have one that I can replace it with. Okay. Powerful item that offers hope in times of worry, protection in times of darkness, and wisdom in times of uncertainty. It wields the power of the maiden, the mother, and the crone, the Wiccan triple goddess. Sander, Ascus, Tormund's Bane, Loam, Scythian Charm, Guardian. So I haven't identified it, have I? Because otherwise it would be... Yeah, no, I haven't identified it. Okay. And protection, darkness, wisdom. Wonder if that has anything to do. What have we got left? Put that away. We don't need that anymore. Okay, what have we got left? What have we got left, game? Brigitte Charm. I'm going to assume it's a pendant. But, what I want is these symbols. What were the words it said again? Protection, darkness, wisdom. Let's see if we can find anything with any of those symbols. Protection. Wisdom. If I can see any of these two symbols, it'll be good. Nope, 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 nope. What's on this one? Nope. Not on that. Okay, so none of those symbols. Maybe gemstones are the answer? Fire and light, stone of containment, stone of water, stone of dark purposes. Peace and safety, stone of earth and nature. Body and mind, fourth eye. Stone of fire and fury, protection. So maybe the moonstone? And maybe the onyx? But I don't know about the rest. Let's see if we can see something with moonstone and onyx on it. That's a weird mix. I don't think I have anything like that. What does this do? That has onyx on it though. Don't think it's a Brigitte charm though. What are these symbols again? heat, I think, was one of them. Yeah, heat and ice. No, not ice. The fucking... Hang on. Cold. Interesting. That seems to be a whole bunch of... Fuck it, I'm guessing. I'm tired, I'm guessing. Unsurprisingly, I was wrong. There we go. Argyle, a vessel of the earth used in various triadic rituals. Well, that was short but sweet. Thank you very much. Sorry, Jupiter. I am sorry. I did not intend to be away for so long. I trust the shop has not been too much trouble to look after in my absence. I've learned a lot from my time in Oxford. There is a powerful dark article here in Undermere called the Nelean Casket. Yes, we know. And now you're telling me that my foolish halfwit of a brother has had it in his museum this whole time? Yes, he has. I know how to destroy it, but it's not going to be easy. Whatever happens, it must not be opened. Peter, my love, how you doing? We will need to create a pillar of Colaris. From what I gather, such a feat has not been attempted in over 500 years. I just hope there's enough time to prepare. There absolutely is not, but we'll see. I'm afraid I can't stay, but I'll be back as soon as I can. How's work going, my love? A pillar of Colaris is a powerful blast of energy that can consume the darkness. In my opinion, it is the safest way to destroy powerful dark articles. It can only be produced at a place of significant formic convergence. Strength and weakness, light and darkness align the opposing powers at opposing compass points. With Corchin's light, the strong will be made weak and the dark will be made light. Good lord, this is going to be so complicated, isn't it? Okay. You go there. I don't know what to do about that right now. I've had my energy drained by some disturbing evil power. For days now I've felt tired and frail, and then today I found something that horrified me. I'll read that in a sec, Tita. Beneath my bed I discovered a carved wooden effigy with a strange symbol painted upon it. I don't know who has done this to me, but all I wanted for now is to lift this feeling of weakness. Alright, I'm doing well. All my laundry, including my bedsheets, washed. Just finished drying and styling my hair, so candles are on as well. Oh, what smell? I know they're scented. I know they're scented. Only bad thing, I fell over in the shower. Now I got... Oh, no. This is for the boo-boo. Alright. Beneath my wooden effigy, strange symbol painted upon it. Who's done this to me, but I wanted to... weakness. Weakness, weakness, weakness. That's what I'm clinging to here. Weakness. No. Weakness is not a word that I can use. Damn it. And I got mango, vanilla, and strawberry scents. Oh, delicious. Alright, if not weakness, is it a curse? On curses. Subject sensation, nope. Poison of the mind, speak increasingly vivid nightmares, terrible affects the mouth and tongue. No, okay. Sure, game? Are you sure? Okay, not that. I am alive. I'm getting a little overwhelmed by having to think so hard, but we're so close to the end. I want to finish this. And I have soup in the slow cooker waiting for me for afterwards. So yeah, I've really been enjoying because I don't think you were here, but we've been doing Ghibli movie nights on Sundays in the Discord. I've really been enjoying those. We're doing Ponyo this Sunday. If you wanted to join us, but yeah, just vibing, struggling after last season in Rivals because my god, all the new people absolutely destroyed my elo. I'm now down in silver. But yeah, there you go, Tita. But yeah, I'm just chilling in Rivals when I'm not playing games and slowly grinding comp again. Oh, but I forgot what hell silver players are. The egos are insane. I'm sorry, you're in silver and your positioning is terrible. Shush now. Oh, what could this be? What could this be? Who could it be now? Not that, that's for sure. Minecraft villager in me has really come out. What could it be? 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 What? I don't know who's done this, but all I know is lift this feeling of weakness. Vitality? What other words might... Alright. Antidote, Amphibian Heart, Black Heart, Bling, and Bloody Queen. Breathe, Braxis, Burning Blood. Change, Clay, Corchin, Corvin, Curse. Maybe? Purifier, Lamb Siphon. Who's to reverse the Black Heart Curse? Nope, that's not it. Tormund's Bane was Tormund's Paralysis. And then Classic Purifier. That won't work either. Change, Clay, Corchin, Corvus, Curse. Nope. Darkness, Death, Demon, Disease. Nope. Healing, Fire, Gemstone, Gold Guilt. Nope. Hex, Hobsphere, Holger, and Sanity, Joy. Life? Life, maybe? Horn Shackles are used when bestowing the ability to overcome personal demons. Causing them to... Maybe a Horn Shackle? Haven't worked out what the Dread Vivant is. Ooh, Persian. Persian. I want a Persian. Light? No. Love, Melancholy, Mentic, Nether, Mind. Moon, Heart, Nameless Gods, Nightmare, Noctic, Sight, Pain, Path of the Warrior, Poison, Protection. Nope. 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 Strength? Fortinance. Fortinance contains strength that's been sapped. That's what we want. We want a Fortinance. Okay. I do already have a Fortinance. Where is it? Fortinance. Which of these many fucking things was a Fortinance again? Guardian, Loam, Brigadier Charm, Tormund's Bane, Ascus, Cassander. Nope. Okay, Horned Shackle, Bones Guard, Leadheart. Valiant? Nope. Bitch, where's my fortnance? Where's my... I know I've identified it. Good fucking god, there's too much shit. And a fuck you too, PCG. Shield Charm, Sleep Vessel, Sunbond, Ares Revenant, Ossic Ring, Daedalus Link, Binding Seed. So it's not top right. Shimmer, Serene Ward, Veiled Fan, Gaudian Siren, Scythian Charm, Lamb Siphon, Moonstone Guardian, Tenebrine Coke, Truth Conduit, Folium, nope. Zephyrum, Thormic Needle, Horn Shackle, Bones Guard, Leadheart, Valiant, Evocant, Guise of Lillian, Shadowhold, Silent Breath, Sextrum, Vesigar, Voice of Serenus, Elverstone, Selenic Totem, and Seriously, where the fuck is it? I know I've identified a Fortinant. Witherance, Ambra. Holden Grim, Eye of Serenos, Diverging Hooks. Seriously? Hang on. I have identified a Fortinance, haven't I? No, I haven't. Oh, poopy. Okay. They're made of stone or iron and usually take the form of a small totem. Okay. Stone or iron. So maybe this? Bing bong. Alright, we've identified a fucking Fortinance. Very little left unidentified. I would like a Bloodbeck. The nameless ones are restless. I am ready to hear their voices. I don't think I want to give you a Bloodbeck, but okay. It was once thought that these objects could be used to commune with the dead, but it is now widely believed that such a thing is not possible. It is not known where the strange voices that emanate from a Bloodbeck originate, but there's some who believe they are voices of the nameless god. Okay, I know one of these things was whispering to me, but which the fuck one again? Reflect on my mortality. Nothing to remark. I find them unsettling. Nothing to remark. There's definitely something unusual about this item. I can't quite put my finger on it. Is it sound, not perception? Oh, it's got a hum. Okay. Okay. This is the Bloodbeck. Corcina. These are used to call on the guile and wisdom of the goddess Corchin. She is a goddess of the earth, creation, and rebirth. It is maintained by some that these are not objects of power, but they exude an imposing aura that is hard to explain. Alright, before we end the day, what do we got? Pillar of Calaris is a powerful blast of energy that can consume the darkness. My opinion is the safest way to destroy powerful dark articles. It can only be produced at a place... Fortune's Light. Fortune's Light. Fortune's Light. Fortune's motherfucking light. These are used to call on the guile and wisdom of the goddess Corchin. She is a goddess of the earth, creation, and rebirth. So I've got to work out what a Corcina is. That's going to be hard. Because this is the last fucking day, friends! Thaddeus runs along the dark corridor. His eyes are wide with terror. He clutches the largest remaining shard of the shattered Lunamar in his hand. He only has one thought in his head. He must not allow his pursuers to reach the casket. He will draw them to the armory. It is his only hope. His heart sinks as he rounds the corner. No! 3 more black-eyed assailants are coming from the other direction. He is trapped. His final thoughts are consumed by fear. There is nothing stopping them now. The casket will be opened. It's all his fault. It festered and pulsated until it could no longer be contained. Some part of it reached out from the darkness, creating eyes so that it might find itself, and hands so that it might open itself. This casket wanted to be open. Hold on a sec, folks. Lost something. Oh, that's too many somethings. There it is. Okay. I lie below books and scrolls on the esoteric and the arcane. Alrighty. Last day, friends. Alright, let's see. I lie below books and scrolls on the esoteric and the arcane. Books and scrolls on the esoteric or the arcane. Is there a library in here? Yes. Okay. Below. So I lie below. So below? Or below? Because the library is up on the first floor. Then it would be one of these? This one? Fucking lucky, just yes. As I open the door, I am hit by the musty smell of damp. This room hasn't been entered for some time. Corner of the room is piled high with scrolls of parchment and old books, but underneath the debris, I find something of interest. Ooh, that is of interest. Let's have a look. Nothing to remark. 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 Inner perception. Really? Nothing to remark? Okay. I don't think that we have turquoise. Do we have turquoise? Bloodstone, aquamarine, pale blue, or turquoise. Stone of water. Okay. What formic field do you give me? Selenic. Okay. Alright, so what have I missed? I'm still missing stuff. This is something that we need to work out before the big boss battle. Why is this closed? Oh, hello. Okay, that's something. That's something indeed. A candle that gives off no light. All right, so that is this. An anchor that has never touched the ocean and a finger but not of flesh. Amphibian talon. Wasn't there a witch's finger? Hang on. Eyes of Lillian. It's either this. You go there. Or... I don't think it's anything over here. What do we have over here? Orford Spire, Ecumenicals, and Cedric's Thunder, Gris, Lunamar, Fullium, hang on. Witch's Finger. Witch's fingers are said to be the 7 digits of the Witch of Undermere. They are capable of inflicting intense pain, but the goal is supposedly purification of the body. Most unpleasant experience, but at last resort that has cured some... That doesn't help me. Unless maybe... this is the Witch's Finger? But that goes there. An anchor that has never touched the ocean. That's a curious one. I can't work that one out yet. Alright. The museum was ransacked last night. I went looking for my brother, but he's nowhere to be found. The good news is they didn't find what they were looking for. I moved the casket myself and hid it here in one of the strange Antiquities vaults. It's safe for now, but we can't leave it here for long. I have more to prepare, but I've left instructions on how to access the vault in the desk drawer. Okay, so that's the fucking thing I'm trying to work out. So do I have something that says... Silent Breath, Fortinant, Sextrum, Vesiga, Elverstone, Selenic Totem, Binding Seat, Daedalus Link, Libula, Anvil, Remnant, Bond, Vessel, Charm, Boon. Bloodbeck, Ascus, Cassander, Folium. Nope. Tenebone Cloak, Moonstone Guardian, Lamb Siphon. Do I not have something? Let's have a look at the book. Ecumenical. Charm, Kochena. Might Purifier, Ward Hook, Vivant. Something anchor. I know there's something anchor. Oh, I want to look at that Light of Caution in a sec. Something anchor. Shadow anchor. I knew I had something. Shadow anchor. Lead Heart, Horn Shackle, Thormic Needle, Zephyrum, Babelia. Shadow Hold. Spirit Vault. What the fuck is a Shadow Anchor again? There's so much shit. Is it over here? No. Okay. Guardian Siren, Veiled Pen, Scythian Charm. Game. I have done this for so long now. It's sometimes used in practice. Shadow casting, the art of projecting one's body outside the mind. Can I consider some prefer pendants with others prefer clutch of. Oh, that's super helpful, game. Super fucking helpful. What was the fucking shadow anchor again? Aldrin Grim, Ivan Sorenus, Diverging Hook, Shadow Anchor. So that is a witch's finger. Good to know. Hang on. That can't be right. I've done this one. Oh, but the thing is different. There we go. All right, so now we want here, here, and here. That's what we needed. Okay, let's have a look at this thing. Blackened wood and gold. Rough and a little smooth. Nothing to remark. Complex feelings comes over me. It is both horrifying and yet compelling. Alright, and let's see what field it gives us. Oh, Jesus, that is a strong-ass field. That is the... Which field is that? Let's do a little fucky-wucky around. Let's try Wixic first. No. That's Wixic, isn't it? Yeah. Alright. And then if we move... Okay, so it's not of the individual. Is it of the diurnal? I don't think so. Let's try the celestial and let's try the Dryatic. So we want triangle. And then we want... Alright. You there. And you there. That is not it. No. Okay. Little guy goes up. Medium guy goes. So that's Selenic. Alright. So then it is... Small guy, big guy with little guy and... Small guy? That was it. So that was a Noctic field. A very strong Noctic field. Really need to work this out. Alright, what I want is Light of Caution. Despite appearances, these Noctic items have no connection to the League of Amphibian Heart. They are objects of considerable power that can turn darkness to light, fear to joy. Light of Caution. I need to work out what the Light of Caution is. Darkness to light, fear to joy. Considerable power. Noctic items. The Noctic fields. They will give this field. Okay. That's an octic field. That's an octic field. That is a witch's finger. We can safely say witch's finger. And we can put that up here now. That's a Selenic field. Selenic. That is... Nope. That is also Noctic. That is highly Noctic. Put those there. All right. Alright, they are sorted into the fields they fucking present. Alright, so... Noctic items have no... they are objects of considerable power that can turn darkness to light, fear to joy. So it's not this. It's one of these three. I have nothing to remark. Nothing to remark. So that was warm and cold from memory. And a dark green gemstone. So if we look at the gemstones, so I think that's malachite. And then the other one is onyx. Stone of night and darkness. So I think maybe this. Maybe that is the Corchin's light. I'm gonna... Fortune's light. Question mark? Alright, what else did this say? Pillar of Kalaris is a powerful blast of energy that can consume the darkness. In my opinion, it is the safest way to destroy powerful dark articles. It can only produce at the place of significance. So... we want to make a Pillar of Kalaris. We need objects to make the Pillar of Kalaris. Strength and weakness, light and darkness. Align the opposing powers at opposing compass points. So Corchin's light, the strong will be made weak, and the dark will be made light. So I need something that is strength, something that is weakness, something that is light, and something that is darkness. That's okay. That's going to be confusing as fuck. But we got some of it. I wonder if there's anything missing. I still feel like I haven't done everything here. We've done Mars in winter, rising in summer. I don't know. What else? So that's winter and summer, right? I don't... like, we did everything, didn't we? Mars in winter. Yeah, that was Mars, wasn't it? Was that Mars? That was. Rising in summer. Oh well, we continue. The lake has turned black. As omens go, I'd say that's probably quite a bad one. But the mail won't deliver itself. Good lord, he is determined. I found this note in an old writing desk up at Gleaston Castle. I expect it will mean more to you. Fear in autumn, rising in winter. It feels all too prescient as we hurtle towards winter and a terrible, unknowable fate. Awesome. Okay. We're getting somewhere. Fear in autumn, rising in winter. So, autumn was the acorn from memory? Let's check my symbology. Yep, autumn is the nut. Winter is that. Okay, the snowflake. So it says... Fear in autumn. Rising in winter. So what is the symbol for fear? Elements, imbuement, death, life, paralysis, fear. Okay, this. Okay. So, fear in autumn. Fear in autumn. So there's fear. Rising in winter. I searched the room at the foot of the western tower quite thoroughly before finding a stash of papers. To my dismay, they are largely the scrawlings of a madman, but in amongst the nonsense, there is some valuable information. Alright, what did we just get? A manus? According to Whitlock, these are lighter than an Everkent by half. Not exactly the most useful in sight. They're carried by desert nomads who use them to conjure precious water from the cool night air. Okay. And was it a shin? Or no, we've done the Stormlord. Water's shadow. It is alleged that a water shadow can be used to pass through solid matter, but the art has long faded from memory. The items themselves are often uninteresting, producing only a faint thormic field, perhaps as a result of going unused for so many years. Okay, that's super unhelpful, I guess. I feel like we're coming right up until the end and I don't have anything. I've discovered the missing piece of the puzzle. There is an ancient shrine to the nameless gods at the skull of Blencathra. It seems humanity tried worshipping them once, long ago, before we learned how little they care for us. We must take the casket there. Whatever happens, we must not allow it to be opened. Okay. It's time to end this. Now. Bring the casket to the pit. That's 2 different locations. Where am I taking the casket, game? Oh, okay. I guess we're going to the pit. I'm sure this will be great. I'm sure this will be great. The sun is low in the sky as we arrive at the pit, casting a warm light across the treetops and the open fields. A solitary raven cries out from the tree line, and I look to the skies, but they are empty. The pit itself is an ominous sight that the otherwise serene atmosphere can do nothing to diminish. It is a scorched black hole, perhaps 5 meters in diameter, that has an unnatural look to it. This is a site of thormic convergence. It is no simple thing to destroy an object of this kind. We need to set up opposing powers at opposing compass points. Strength and weakness, light and darkness. And finally, we need the light of caution to bind them. I'm okay. Strength. Right. This is going to take a little bit for me to work out because I am a dum-dum. I am a big dum-dum. Strength. Strength. We need a fortnance. Okay. So, fortnance. What the fuck was a fortnance again? We have so much shit. There we go. Fortnance. Strength. Back to text. Alright. Strength and weakness, light and darkness. Okay. Light and darkness. Okay. Weakness. Nightmare, resonant. Wisdom. Nothing that says weakness. That doesn't help. That doesn't help me, game. That doesn't help me. What is... Hang on, let's go back to the fortnance. No? Okay, fuck, that doesn't help me. What the fuck else do I have? Let me go through my... What sounds like it could be weakness? Corvin's Might, Sorin Ward. Guys of Lillian. Nefrequent, Resonant Compass. Fail to fend, voices, which is Witherance? Witherance is the inverse of a fortnance. Yes, okay. So we need a witherance. But what is more commonly used? Okay. What the fuck was a witherance again? Witch's Fingers, Nefrequent. Lambs, Holden Grim, Eye of Serunos, Diverging Hook, Shadow Anchor, Siren Ward, Shimmer, Grace, Guardian Seal, I have so much shit. Where the fuck is my witherance? Elverstone, Selenic Totem. Is it over here? There it is. Okay. So that's strength and weakness. And then we need light and darkness. Shadow hold? Shadow hold or shadow vesicle? No. I don't think it's shadow hold. Sunbond. A sunbond is small and lightweight, designed to carry discreetly made of sun. They carry the warmth and the light of the sun. So that is most definitely our lightness. So we need a sunbond. Where was our sunbond again? There we go. So we just need something for darkness. Oh, look at that. Upon activation, a Tenebrae cloak can create a sphere enshrouding darkness that will cloak all within. Yes, that's what we want. Tenebrae cloak. Oh, there it is. Hang on. Is it that one? Is it where? That one. Okay, and then in the middle we need what I think is a Corchin's light. Fingers crossed, knock on wood, hope to God that I'm right, pet the kitty for good luck, put that back where it belongs. Here we go. Eli inspects my work. His face shows little emotion, but he seems satisfied. By now the sun has finished setting and only a hint of red afterglow remains in the darkening sky. The raven croaks his mournful cry once again, but this time there is a reply and then another. I look up and see several dark shapes circling above. Quickly now, they're here. I spin around to follow Eli's gaze and my pulse quickens as I look out across the field. A large group of shadowy figures is walking steadily towards us. We can't see their faces at this distance in the low light, but I'd be willing to bet that every one of them has pools of midnight for eyes. In the sky above, the ravens continue to grow in number and their caws and cries get louder and louder. I look down at the black object in my hands, such a small thing, and yet its seductive power is impossible to ignore. It wants to be opened. Suddenly, it feels inevitable. Casket, now! But I'm not sure I want to give it to him. Oh, we have a choice to make. So I'm assuming if we use the Wixit cord, which is a paralysis thing, we paralyze him and we take the casket. I'm gonna try and be a good boy. I'm totally gonna be a good boy. Look at me being a good boy. The wave of intoxicating power washes over me, but I hold strong against it. I hand over the casket and together we begin activating the items arranged around the pit. Working as fast as we can, it still takes longer than we'd like, and when I look up again, the thaumaturge has fear in his eyes. We're too late. The mob is upon us. One of them grabs Eli and tries to wrestle the casket from his hands. I rush across to help him, but it's no use. They are all around us. The man tears the casket free, and it clatters to the floor, skittering towards the edge of the pit before coming to a rest on the precipice. A grey-haired woman stoops to pick it up, and I am surprised to find that I recognize her. It's Verona Green, the occult scholar. The mob cheers, but Verona turns towards me, and I am no longer afraid. Her eyes are ringed with darkness, but they are not black. Fuck yes, we gave her the strength to fucking fight back. Back from the dead. She winks at me and throws the casket into the pit. At the same moment, Eli activates the light of Corchin. Time stands still, and then there is a rush and a roar as a swirling vortex of blue-green light races up out of the pit. The casket is sent soaring up into the night sky, where it seems to hang for a moment, turning slowly in the air, until, with a shrieking, splintering crash, it shatters into 1,000 pieces, and there is nothing but smoke and the smell of ozone, and all is quiet. It has been a few weeks since the casket was destroyed, but I am still riding high on the elation and relief from that night. Everything seemed to come together right when it needed to, and somehow we avoided a terrible catastrophe. Those who were under the casket spell were released almost immediately. They remember nothing from their ordeal, but there seems to be no lingering ill effects, and Dr. Robertson says they have all made a full recovery. It is rare for Eli to express much emotion, but even he congratulated me on my strength and resolve in the face of such darkness. He too felt the allure of the casket and was worried that it would overwhelm me. He told me with a hint of pride that I would make a fine thaumaturge. Ending 1. A catastrophe avoided. The casket has been destroyed and Undermere is safe again. That's the game, friends. We did it. We finished. We won. We saved the world. Oh, we got an epilogue though. Hi, Jupiter. My father is suffering from Morgan's insanity. His doctors have given up on him, but Dr. Robertson told me there might be a way to save him. She said it might be possible to stop the infection spreading by cutting the poisonous thoughts from his mind, but she said it was beyond her skill. Oh, fuck. What was that again? Ooh. Fuck. That is a lot of stuff. Hang on. Game, I thought we were done, but no. You still had more to give me, didn't you? Alright. What the fuck do we need? What the fuck do we need? He said... What did you say? Morgan's insanity. Okay, that helps. That helps. Morgan's insanity. Moon heart. Alright, no. I know I've seen Morgan's insanity mentioned somewhere. Let's try. There, a poison of the mind. That doesn't help me. That doesn't help me. That does not help me. That does not help me, game. Fuck. Wind, water, wandering shroud, truth translation. Commons bane. Maybe. There's a lot that say mind. Grace of Mather to diverging hook. I think it was the diverging hook. Half thoughts from the mind. Yeah, I think it's the diverging hook we need, which was this. There's an old hermit living out past Wast Water who barely comes into town. Okay. He brings me lists now and then for odd things. This time he wants something that will pull water from thin air. No idea if he's mad or onto something, but I said I'd ask around. Oh. Fuck, game. You're doing my head in. I thought we were at the end. Water, 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 water. 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 Manus and water Manus. We need the Manus. Evocant by half, but not exactly, huh? From the cool nut air. I don't think we have that. For real, I don't think we have that, girl. Where is our Evocant? Fortunate, Silent Breath, Shadow Hold, Guise of Lily, and Evocant. Right. Testing. Well, it's not that. That's for sure. That's for damn sure. Maybe it's this? I'm just gonna guess. I have already looked up water in the book, and I don't think I have what she needs. I have nothing that looks like that, game. I have nothing that looks like that. Okay. That was some bullshit. Anyways. Now we know what that is. It can go there. Next one. My lungs are shot. My doctors have told me to settle my affairs. I'm not ready to give up. Not yet. I've heard a local story about the Witch of Undermere and her healing abilities. You want the witch's finger. They say it's dangerous and painful, but sometimes it works. Is that everyone? Can we speed through these people before the ad break in 6 minutes? My farm is diseased, my crops won't hold, and even the animals are uneasy. My old man says the earth's angry. He says I should call upon Corchin for wisdom and blessings. Can you help? This land's all I've got. So you want something to do with Corchin? Well, that's the light of Corchin. Not that. Okay. So we want to call Chenna. That's going to be a problem. Because I don't know what a call Chenna is. What I might do though, run these ads and be right back. You know the drill, folks. Every time we need to run ads, we go to a B.O.B. so no one misses an gameplay. Everyone can stretch, hydrate, go to the toilet, grab a snack, and take their meds if they need to. I will see you in just a few minutes where we will finish this game. So hold on to your butts. Alright, let's get through this epilogue, shall we? Alright, we're trying to find a Corchenna. We don't have much that is left. So we could kind of just fucking go insane, to be honest. This is the Corchin's light, so we're good. We've got it labeled. We got it. We still haven't labeled these. Or that. Make sure we have everything that is unlabeled down on the thing. Okay, so very few things it could be. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 things to identify. Corchenna, used to call on the guile of wisdom of the goddess Corchin. She is a goddess of earth, creation, and rebirth, maintaining knowledge and power, but they exude an imposing aura. So, scent and sound, inner perception. Imposing. You could say that's imposing. Awesome. Done. All right. You're done. Next person. I collect rare artifacts, especially those with, shall we say, questionable uses. A weaving edge has always fascinated me. I don't plan on using it, heavens no. Blood magic, old traditions, I simply must have it. So it looks like the epilogue is just basically ticking off everything we haven't identified yet. A weaving edge is used to enter the Red Knight, a bloodthirsty state of mind. Tradition dictates that the handle should be made from the wood of a great oak. Alright, so we're looking for something with a handle of oak. Easy. That had oak. I remember that. Easy peas. And now that one's done. I've read the tales of Kalaris from cover to cover. I was surprised to learn of some of the powers he could wield. Did you know that he could walk through walls? Okay, so this is the water one. I read that he uses a water shadow, but that we have lost the knowledge of how they work over the years. I don't expect I'll get very far with it, but I'd like to study one all the same. Who knows, perhaps I've succeeded where others have failed. I'm gonna be real. This has turquoise. That's the only reason I'm fucking doing it. Because turquoise water. Okay, I was wrong. My bad. I will do a little more thinky, I guess. What the fuck else could it be? Let's read. The fuck was it called again? It was called something. It was called something. It was the water's shadow. It can be used past the producing only faint thermic field, perhaps as a result again. Faint thermic field. Okay. Oh, that seems faint. Bing bong. Next one. I've been studying old text references to things hidden beneath the surface of our world. They mention the use of a spirit eye to see beyond the black veil. It's something I'd like to experience for myself. Alright, first, we go hang this away. And then, what's left? That could be a spirit eye. Let's take a guess and say this. Oops. Oopsies. Don't mind me. Don't mind me at all. Alright. Let's actually read up on a spirit eye, I guess. There are some who stay away from spirit eyes, believing them to be window into a world that should not be seen, and others who deride their fear as nothing more than superstition. It is not clear exactly what they do show. Another layer beneath the visible world, perhaps, a layer that requires something more than the traditional senses to experience. They draw their power from the opposing symbols inscribed on them. Opposing symbols? Gotcha. It's this. Next, please. I need your help. We found a cave out past the old mill. Inside, some sort of mirror was casting a strange beam of light. My brother walked into it. Now he's stuck, pulled his way this way and that way like some dancing marionette. I came here as fast as I could because I remembered you have a way to draw dark power away from the body. Could that work here? A dread vivant. Okay, I have to work out what that is, I guess. Like, apparently I do have it. It's the only way to handle some paralyzing, subtle but noticeably invigorating. Okay. In a perception, being watched. No. Nothing? Oh, I clicked out of the game again. Nothing. Nothing. What about you? Nothing. It's got to be this. The only thing that had anything to say about itself. Look at us go. Next, please. My grandmother followed the old ways. She kept a Dradic altar in the cellar. She believed in asking for nature's blessing before a harvest. I found a note about a ritual meant to bring about abundance, but it needs an argyle. This seems like the place to find one. The fuck is an argyle? Let's find out. A vessel of the earth used in really helpful. Really fucking helpful. I mean, it's of clay, so it's gotta be, right? Bing bong, look at us go. Next, please. I work the riverbed searching for stones, amethyst, jade, maybe Vivianite. That's it, if I'm lucky. It's hard to spot them in the muck. But I heard about these remnants that let you feel the glimmer through the dirt. Worth a shot. I'm sorry. I mean, I don't have much left, so I'm going to take a guess and say it's this. Nope. Then it's... Oh, we're going a little insane. Just a little bit. Good kitty. All right, we got a few we could do with that one. I'm going to pick this one. All right, and then this one. There we go. Now I could bank these 2 moons and go for the 4. There's a 3rd moon. Fuck. Last chance to get a moon. Come on, game. Let's fucking go. That was close. Now we just need 2 suns. Not 3 snakes. 2 suns, please. And definitely not 2 crossbones. And thank you, kitty. There's a sun. Oh, fuck all the way off. Really? How were the 2 suns the hardest to get? Good kitty. We love Jupiter. We love Jupiter. I can't remember what I gave him. Yep. Blah, 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 blah. Come on. I've only got a few things it could possibly be. I'm risking it for the biscuit. Let's go. Maybe this one? No, okay. And maybe this. Really? That's literally everything. It's not the metha. I don't think it's the pit. Really? Are you kidding me? I've already identified the Ares remnant. Why am I fucking needing to give him that? I thought it was stuff I hadn't identified. Motherfucker. There you go. You butt. You're a butt. That's what you are. We've hit a bit of a snag and I've had to shut down the quarry. Our dynamite supplier has had a little accident. I'll spare you the details. I wonder, is there anything among your fine collection that could get us up and running again in the short term? What the fuck? What? I'm losing money by the minute. Oh no, you're losing money? How dare. Alright, next. We've only got a handful of things we haven't identified. My thesis is on the psychology of fear, but books can only take me so far. I need to feel it properly. I'm sure you have something. Isaiah? Isaiah, you say? What about the neck to place them closer to the heart? These innocent-looking items are made of any single material except wood or clay. No symbols. Not wood, not clay. Can be worn around the neck, no symbols. Boom. Look at us go. Next, please. I've been looking into Corvin, the Bloody Queen, for a book on historical figures that I'm writing. I'm finding it surprisingly difficult to verify much of her story. I was hoping to take a look at one of the bloodstone artifacts that were created in a name, if you have one of those. That's bloodstone. There you go. Have the bloodstone. There we go. Next. I'm not trying to hurt anyone, just shift their thinking a little. Sometimes all it takes is a suggestion in the right state of mind. Oh dear. Do you have anything suitable? Do I have anything suitable? A Morgan's Folly. That's something I've already identified, isn't it? Morgan's Folly. Morgan's Folly. Hit. Yes. Okay. Symbol can be revealed to introduce a trance-like state in anyone. Ah, okay, yep. I know exactly what that is. It's this. Next, please. And do hurry up. I suddenly am busting to piss. My sons are out of control. Dale doesn't teach them anything. A year behind bars and they come back worse. I want them to feel the wrong they've done. Real penance so that they might change their ways. I should look up guilt. Alright, binding seed is what we want. Good lord, it's a busy day today. Busiest day I've ever had, game. Are you kidding me? I can't bear the pain any longer. I would rather have no memory of her at all than suffer like this. Oh, you sad sack. Don't try to talk me out of it. I've already made up my mind. Okie dokie. Have fun. Next. My brother captains a small fishing vessel in Haverig. There was a big storm last month and 2 boats never came home. I remember what the old sailors used to carry. Charms, tokens, things to keep the sea calm or at least keep you afloat. I want to give him something like that just in case. A shin. What is a shin? These common items were made using materials with a connection to the ocean. Ah, perfect. I know exactly what a shin is. This is a shin. Alrighty, we're almost done. Oh, hello, David. Rain again. Soaked to the bone before I'm halfway through my rounds. I'm fed up with it. I've got a few bob to spare if you've no way to keep me dry. Material feels like a good place to start. Something that is either bronze or iron. I'm just going to go with the thing that I haven't labeled yet. And that is an achievement. Identify all the items. Done. And with that, I am done. Time for a well-earned rest right after I give Jupiter one last scratch behind the ears. And that is actually the game, friends. We are done. Strange Antiquities is done and fucking dusted. All the videos, the VODs for Strange Antiquities will be up on YouTube. I've already got all previous VODs up there. I will edit this one and upload it as soon as possible. And you can watch the full playthrough on YouTube. So, that is stream done for today. And then Saturday, we start the Lego Batman game. There will be drops available. And so join us then. I'm really looking forward to it. I've been avoiding spoilers for so goddamn long. If you want to keep an eye on when we go live, keep an eye on the Discord. Come hang out with us Sunday for Studio Ghibli movie nights. And then Monday we go back to A Life is Strange. We're going to go raid Aeon, who is playing something other than Marvel Rivals for once. So please take a raid message with you, and I will see you all Saturday. Take care.